Paul, yeah, racketeering? Yeah. It is a crime for an individual to belong to an enterprise that is involved in a pattern of racketeering. Yeah. Even if the racketeering was committed by other members, specifically Section 1, 1962 of RICO prohibits any person from using income received from a pattern of racketeering activity or from the collection of an unlawful debt to acquire an interest in an enterprise affecting interstate commerce. Now, interstate. There's intrastate. Yes, there is. And then there's interstate. Yes. Let's say you all agreed that this is the way that we're going to go. Yes. And somebody's going to buy a charity. Yes. And then you're going to interstate. You're all going to get paid for shows. You remember the 100,000 and 10,000? Yeah. Interstate. Every time that you got paid for a show, every time you paid for a show, and all of those that starred in a show, Sandra Taylor, yes, they're involved in what's known as racketeering. Poop. Now, my Aunt Lori, yes, my Uncle Wayne, and my mother, Sandra Taylor, every one of them had to be on the population, and they said, if I pay, you do what I say. Pooch. Because I get paid, for you doing what I say so that you can torture American citizens. Now, this idea, yes, that you're going to make shows is racketeering. It really is. It's an enterprise where you get paid to torture American citizens in the name of interstate interest. Oh, interstate, yes. Interference. The act of meddling in another's affairs and obstructions or hindrance. Yes. This proceeding occurs when the same invention is claimed. Interference, estoppel, interference with contract, interfering in the administration of justice, perverting the course of justice. Oops. Didn't we mention that yesterday? Yes, yes, we did. Interstate. See, Mike only paid for the shows that happened at. Oh, you paid sheriff. Oh, interstate. You're going to punish me for wanting the rent paid? Yeah. Your way of handling it is that you'll just grease some more wheels. Ooch. Interstate Commerce Commission. Interstate. Between two or more states or residents of different states involving different states, especially in the United States. Yeah. Now, that would involve the full faith and credit of the United States Constitution. Let's see here. Racketeering from a collection of an unlawful debt or acquiring interest in an enterprise affecting interstate commerce. Now, every time intrastate. Oh, in, what did you think you were doing? I told you I wanted to speak to Maryland, and you decided that you just wouldn't allow me to do that. Oh, intrastate commerce. Yes. Intra. In intraday. Oh, intraday account occurring within a single day. Oh, intrastate, intraliminal, in transit. Well, it says intrastate commerce. Yeah. Now, I know that intrastate must be in the state, and interstate is the different states. Um, let's see here. In order for an individual or organization to be convicted of racketeering, yes, under RICO, there must be proof of a pattern of illegal offenses, yes, which RICO defines as the commission of at least two identified criminal offenses within a 10-year period. Well, I can easily identify two of them. There's the kidnapping of my sons. Yes, where there was no due process. Then there was welfare embezzlement. Yeah. There was mail fraud when you kept sending to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. There was gambling on your refusal to enforce the laws. See, every time I get a judge, and I'm going to get you, Judge, ooch, that you placed a bet that you would not enforce the laws because it was more important for you to gamble on the enforcement of the laws, that would be illegal gambling. You're gambling on the outcome of court cases. Poop. Then there's the bribery, extortion. Yes. Let's say that I paid you for a show. Judge, racketeering. Extortion. Every time you said, if I pay, you do what I say. Yes, it's extortion. Now I'm going to sue Wayne, Sandy, and Lori for racketeering. Yes. And every time they interfered in any court proceeding, right, I'm going to sue them for obstruction of justice. They're going to prison for the rest of their lives. Now, there's also what's known as dealing in narcotic or other dangerous drugs. Yesterday we talked about chemical warfare. Yes. Dangerous drugs would be any drug or any substance that you have designed, yes, to dog a person. Put a little lead in your. See, it doesn't have to be defined as a drug. It has to be dangerous. Yes, it does. Now, I'm noting, yes, which is chargeable under state law and punishable by imprisonment for more than 1 year. Ooch, ooch, ooch. Now, racketeering, federal offenses, ooch. Bribery, ooch, counterfeiting, embezzlement from union funds, loan sharking, mail fraud, wire fraud, obstruction of justice. Oh, that's another one of them. Contraband cigarettes. Prostitution. You remember when we were talking about deducting the prostitution off your fucking income tax?